Welcome to the Bold Analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening all. I am shooting this video this evening in Kano, Masogo. I traveled to Kano today on Wednesday night. That was last night. And I was here. I spent better part of the day in Danny's home. We had a closed door meeting, just a preview of what we were going to do, and we were getting some other changes that emerged. So in this video I want to talk about two things. Number one, I'm going to look at strange developments about General Ogolla's death and the stories that have quickly been killed in the newsroom. It's a very interesting take, and I think I had some chit chat with some journalists, and there's so many things in the corridors that we believe the stories that are a bit some silence is going on. But of very importance, I must update you about the progress of our of Danny's house. So today, in our meeting, there were some changes. Danny requested us with the other family members that she doesn't want to be moved from where she is on these two reasons. Number one, the husband died, and if you look at this, the video signature in your screen is grave, the husband and the other wife. So it was the second wife. So the first wife and the husband died there, and those are their graves, and they were buried around this house. And so she's saying she doesn't want to go away from the husband who was a soldier, because she wants to die next to them there and be buried next there. So she's feeling she doesn't want to go anywhere far from the husband, and that is a wish. And I think people from the community understand how that is something very special for Danny. And number two, Danny is also saying that she also told us that the land available is way far from where she is. So if she's taken way far from that place, she might lack support system. There are some grandchildren there who sometimes bring her water, but we fetch some firewood for her. It can always help her once in a while. So she's going to lack total support. So on that account, she requested that what we do is that house where it is, of course it's normally flooded and there is a big problem. She's saying she doesn't move. So we raise the floor and do the walling and do just good renovation, so that even if it rains, the water doesn't go there. She's saying she doesn't go out. She doesn't move out. She will always be indoors. And I think I just want to get to a snippet of our interview with Danny there, with some few translations that I think I've put.
To tiendega ogo kuhul o kalo ja tuolo tawuto gite to kosetera kuru ngade kona kuru piade yudonai chiema de yudonai kata jak menyo to kelo machiegi aonge wali yo kako chwako na chai gima kati moro mane mangeni angani go nikete koko yudo to mane mu
koro mane mo me oni dagi ni ok darika
kata kudara
ikangi wuok to koro idhi thagori kono ng'abiro mo ni pi onge ng'abiro mi chiemo onge ng'abiro luoki onge
aluoko kutano koreke.
Yes, so she's saying that akienda mbali she will struggle because there are some people that support her here. So the decision is she can't be moved away. Ile shamba iko mbali na
marudo dienga magi akano gi marudo dienga akonyo kura aketo gi arudo dienga
yeah, so she can't be moved. So we'll have to look for another alternative. So we have the fool who is going to give us a breakdown.
Dongina liete kanyo loisi chiegi maduong ne kanyo. Oyo wuoda mayande to mawuono odita. Oyo bene kanyo.
Kore gino kidwa wuok nikech ok
kanyo be ma an.
Kanyo be dwa ni bedie.
Ubedi na.
Iko mabute nasonka.
Okidwa
we nason? Nason ni okidwa ni we?
Nason okidwa ni we?
Kaloko lingeya. Ufisano sajini meja.
Nani meja?
Meja. Nason sajini. Ngamamul. Mui muti muwui. Muol. Mulu yu sanga. Sanga mulu nigi mon piro.
Nigi piro dek. Yeah, so Ben is saying the husband was buried around this house, so he can't move away from where the husband was buried. Okay, that is in conformity with the Luo culture, so we cannot also rub off. That is something she believes in, and she's saying the husband was a major, sergeant major, and she will not want to go away from where the husband was. So we need to make whatever we have here to serve us.
So that is it. The fundi I also managed to meet the fundi, and this is the breakdown of 114,000 what is needed. What I had collected so far was 111,000, and but tomorrow we will buy. This will be on Friday. Now we will buy the materials. Then I leave the fundi to start the progress on Saturday. We just give her time. He will do the work from Saturday. Then we'll be giving the update to our viewers. So that's where we are, and that is why I am here. So I'm also telling the locals this place, in my budget siwezi manage kujenga choo. So Masogo, Akoko, Bonde Akoko, I realize there are so many good people here. Come back, nikimaliza kutengeneza Dani hii nyumba, come back weke Dani choo. And if there's someone who can weke Dani choo there, I think it's some small budget mtu anaweza weka. And I think some 50,000 because nimeeleza kuna shida ya choo. Now I want to explain about this 5 stories in the newsroom that have been killed about General Ogolla. And one of them is this. The crash happened on Friday. And on that Friday, people, including the general, passed on. So there is no single photo of the wreckage. There is no single photo. In fact, let me tell you, there is no single photo of what happened, and the people have argued this way. Vis-a-vis the 2012 crash where Minister Saitoti and the assistant, the deputy Oro Junior, passed on, they're paralleled. The first responders, in Elgeyo Marakwet, where that thing happened, the first responders are there recounting memories of what happened. The nearest primary school there are so many. There are people with smartphones always in the villages. And the clear point that came out is this. No one took a photo, or were all those people that were found there ordered to delete their photos. There is no single photo. The mirage of absence of photo. In fact, let me tell you, while Joel the son was saying that bloggers shared the photos, there is no single photo of what exactly happened. Most of these photos being flashed in the thumbnails of videos are actually just lifting from other crashes, some other incidences, even beyond Kenya. Even some videos are just videos that of not what happened. And I know many people believe, but in this sense, there is no video. So someone was asking me that question. How is it that there is no striking photo about this? Most of those photos we're seeing are just doctored photos from other incidences. So that is merging number one. Number two, a strange story is when the general buried on Sunday, the son and the family requested, they were saying that I wish we get the general's Bible, because the general loved reading Bible and will keep his Bible as a treasure. Of course, that was Bible in respect to other things. Then a report emerged, and I think Murugu said this, a multi-agency team, I think you look at this screenshot, a multi-agency team was dispatched, and they are looking for the general's Bible. The multi-agency team that was dispatched there to investigate General Ogolla's death are combing through the villages trying to look for some of the belongings of the victims. So someone asked me, Kevin, you guys in the media, and he confronted me, you guys in the media are not really talking about this. Fine. The first responders, the people who maybe arrived there first, that the official team, while they were collecting the remains there, don't you think that was the time to collect everything and ensure that it's there? If indeed, is it indeed true that the phones went missing, quite a number of belongings like phones and all that are not there, but could you retrieve the body and leave them? That answer is no. Of course, the responders are saying that they removed some people. They removed them from the plane. They are saying they went and removed them from the plane, but I don't know whether they wanted to. They wanted to, or they removed them. I'm not sure of that part. But the plane blew up into flames. So clearly, is it realistic that after the incident happened on Friday, then as you dispatch a Mantiage's team on Monday, you start looking for those things? Don't you think what was to be collected, the only genuine thing is that it is collected the time they're collecting the body, and they know so far that in the scene X, Y, Z, W is what was got. Yeah, because we also want to know, was there an attempt to make any call, that the general made any call? Was there an attempt? What might really have happened? So it's opening. Someone tell me, Kevin, these are questions that you guys need to think about. What about it? So that question number 3. Another story that is dead is the story of survivors. I know the general's death in agenda setting, the general's death was the news of the hour. And sometimes you give prominence when something like that happens, and you give prominence to the prominent. That's a principle in journalism. You give prominence to the prominent. It's there. But an angle is very silent. Of course, we've seen people trying to cover the other funerals, the others that happened here and there. But there were 2 survivors. There were 2 survivors. Just 12 years, and these 2 survivors, only one have been shown. We're not even sure that it's 2. Only one, by the way. Someone can clarify. Are they 2 or are they 1? We've only seen one, who is looking very strong, and we thank God for his God, of course. Kila Mungu na Mungu wake. And he's saying this matter has attracted public interest, but there's no clear statement or any account, preliminary account from that person who is alive. Maybe that would have helped. And the public was kept on second guessing. Who did what to what? Who did what to what? Or rather, did he jump? Did he come out of the plane? There have been that school of thought. And they kept saying, Kevin, why are you guys not even asking that question on that angle? So that's another aspect, another closed story. The other closed story is a matter that was raised by Azimio la Umoja. Azimio la Umoja yesterday unveiled 2 MPs to be part of parliamentary team that will probe and investigate what happened. Anthony Lodge, I think, another MP. What does it mean? Murkomen also unveiled a team, and Murkomen's team was actually made public. But despite the fact that the CDF was a matter of public interest, yes, a decision was made on some personnel to be dispatched to to try to probe. But the public is not given the liberty of knowing the competence. For example, if you take General XYZ from Air Force, this general is blah blah blah. The profile, the competence of those people that are actually the multi-agency team. There is just this world of multi-agency. So who from where? Is it gazetted? So that the public also sees. That's why it's opening a lot of doors for speculation. the public can engage and say, okay, I think in that committee there is XYZ. These people are very serious about it, and the people that have been put there, I have trust that they can actually deliver. So that aspect, that angle, is very silent about it, and people say that probably the government would owe the public that information. That's not too much to ask for in this moment. Lastly, someone's talking about the welfare of the soldiers. The welfare of the soldiers. What exactly is at stake? What is being explained? What exactly would happen going by that? And I think Martha Karua raised that it was time to look at the welfare kit for those soldiers. It will be an interesting one that I think you cannot underestimate. Lastly, someone asked, the general's death was leaked by a blogger, Nyakundi. So what happened? And that's why Joel was so mad at Nyakundi, because Nyakundi is the person that leaked it. It was like, how would it? Well, was Nyakundi in that mission? No. Was he in no. But why? So many questions on information management, even within the military ranks, or rather within the state ranks, if indeed that was. And somebody should, asking questions is, very well, that must come from those who are inside. So a bit of this and that, ladies and gentlemen. Those are some of the dead stories in the military, in the newsroom about General Ogolla that my friend raised. And thank you very much for also being part of this. I am still in Kano. By the time I'll be leaving here, I'll make sure kwamba the work is starting. The one was just trying to make that preliminary meeting, realize that development, that change of mind, and of course we also have to respect that decision and work within what exactly the new want. So that's what we're gonna do. So on Friday I'll purchase the materials, then leave for the construction to start on Saturday. So guys, in my budget I did 100,000. I've got 111, I think, as by the time I was shooting I had 111, and what we are going to spend could still more. I think it's 114. That's what the quotation the fund has given me, and as you saw in the screen. So, and I'm also telling as I leave, I also trying to tell locals in this place, Dani hanacho. That I just realized there. You nyumba hinacho. And you guys, nimeona hapa watu. I've just walked in that village. This bonde ya Koko. Come, I'll give you the contact of this fundi, so that ujengea danicho hapo watu ambao wanatoka hapa kindly, and we will be glad for that. Thank you.